Happy Sunday, everybody. Out here in the garage, smoking some Esoterica and so to bed. Um, I've gone through most of these already. Got a couple left, but I just wanted to give a quick opinion here on Esoterica tobacco because I got some recently, and the guy who sent it to me sent me a sample of pretty much most of the stuff they make, anyways. And I've been going through them, and I have to say it's good stuff. I haven't really had a bad one yet. I mean, the Englishes, they got a lot of flavor. They're real smooth. It's not really like in your face Balkan style blends or anything like that. They're just real good smoking tobaccos. One thing I will say it's kind of screwy is half of them seem to be shag cut for some reason. And not that that's a terrible thing or anything like that, but you just kind of got to smoke them a little bit easier. But even with that though, even if you rip on them a little bit, they're not too tongue bitey or anything like that. But yeah, I had a pretty good day yesterday. Went over. We got a winery across the street, and it's a winery slash brewery, and they have downtown down in downtown Fredericksburg. They have a shop there. It's a cigar and pipe shop. So they bring some pipe tobacco out for us, and they have a little. It's almost like a little back of a tractor trailer type thing set up out there, and then they have a thing outside with a like canopy over it with umbrellas and stuff. So we were sitting outside yesterday, just relaxing, sharing pipe tobacco, smoking, having a good time. Had a couple brews there. So I was just thinking, with this stuff, because you see it all the time online where people are, whatever they sell it for. I mean, everybody's trying to make a dollar, I guess, kind of. But this stuff every time. Well, I have never actually seen it in a brick and mortar shop, So, and I'm on the email list when they come up online and stuff. But I figured, hey, I'd just go ahead and buy some now because one of the guys posted some stuff on one of my pipe groups and had some stuff for a pretty good deal. And he sent me all these samples too. Didn't even charge me extra for it. So I'm like, well, it was definitely a win-win because now I get to see what I want. So I know there's a bunch of stuff that they have, and now I know what I want that I'm not going to be chasing if I don't like it. So I'm not really going to review all the tobaccos because the samples he sent me about a couple of pipes worth of each. Then I got a couple of the 10s I haven't even opened yet that I'm going to try out. But I think I got a pretty good impression of most of what they make now. And I have to say, I mean, it's good tobacco. It's good quality stuff. The smoothness seems to be very exceptional in everything they have. I mean, it's just that's one thing you get out of it. It's just everything almost seems like it's just ready to go right out of the tin or pack, whatever you get it. I know some stuff you get in little 8-ounce packs, or you can even get in bulk some of it if you have a shop that does that. But it's just exceptionally smooth and just really good tobacco. I'd have to say, as far as the English blends, I haven't actually had the Penzance yet, but everybody's telling me that only get it when it's fresh, anyways. So I haven't really, unless I find it somewhere in a shop and it's fresh, I'm not really gonna chase after that one because you could get a 10 that's 8 years old and it's not really gonna taste exactly the same. But I'm sure it would still be good. But I'll just tell you this too: the Virginias that they put in everything. I don't know where they get them from, but they have really, really good Virginias. They have a nice floral, fruit-like flavor to all of them. They're not bitey at all. I'm not sure exactly how they do that, whether it's the blend or the aging process or what, but the Virginias, even though they have the nice fruity and floralness to them, they don't really bite you that much. And like I said, this is an English blend right here, and it's very smooth. I mean, it's very exceptional. So as far as costs go, I was looking at smoking pipes earlier, and obviously they have nothing in stock, but when they do have it, it's around $10 range kind of for a 10. About the same as everything else, to be honest with you. But that's if you can get it, if you can find it, And half the time I noticed people are saying that when it pops up, it's gone within like an hour or two. So if you don't catch the email right away, it's gone anyways. That's why I didn't really have a problem paying a little bit extra for this. Actually wasn't too bad what I paid for this between shipping and everything else um, over what you would get it for normally anyway. So I figured, might as well. And I got all these free samples for it anyway, so figured it worked out pretty good. But I will tell you this though, it's not so great to where you need to pay this crazy ridiculous price for it. Like people are paying for the McClellan stuff now. That's mainly because you can't get it anymore. This is almost as hard to find the McClellan stuff, and I know eventually it's going to all dry up because they're not a company anymore, so they're not going to make anything else of this. You still can from time to time. You got to do a lot of research on it though, and have yourself signed up for all these different sites and stuff on the email list, which isn't really that big of a deal because you just sit there and wait for an email kind of. But I would say probably if you're going to pay, for me, in my opinion, I'd say 20, 25 bucks a 10 would be the most I would pay for it. These, 30, 40, sometimes people charge them $50 a 10. I mean, you see some on eBay where they got the big bags of it and they're charging $300 for whatever it is. That's ridiculous. It's not worth that. It's not that great. I mean, it's good to if I would you, I would basically just get a 10 from somewhere. Try to. I mean, if, like I said, if you're going to pay 20, 25 bucks for it, whatever, but then you'll know kind of what it's about before you go spending a bunch of money on something like that you may or may not even, like. I mean, yeah, I would say this is, like I said, this is great tobacco. This is stuff that I would say most of them I tried, I would buy again for sure. I would buy again. Some of them I'm not going to. I'm not going to go through the whole list of everything I tried, but it's not really worth, spending way, over what retail is, in my opinion. It's not like that great where it's like, oh yeah, this is blow you away type stuff. It's just really good tobacco, but, is the stuff they make my favorite? I wouldn't say necessarily. There's just so much good stuff out there nowadays, even with McClellan glowing. I mean, C&D, the lineup they make with the GLPs and the Captain Earls and all this different stuff they make, and now they do their small batch series. They did the XX stuff for smoking pipes, which was those two tobaccos were probably my favorite tobaccos they had this year that I've tried fresh, anyways. And I would say really close behind that would be the Red Hunt, the one they did for Warp Cigars that they're doing a lineup. That's the only one without cigar leaf in it. But that was just exceptional. I mean, I got a couple tens of that. Hopefully, supposedly it's supposed to be, they're going to re-release it. It's going to be a mainstay now. Hopefully it is. I don't know, but either way, at least I got a couple tens, that. But yeah, that's basically just my take, on a Sunday evening. If you were, wondering kind of if you haven't had the Esoterica stuff, like I haven't, because I wasn't really too big on Facebook before. And I wasn't in any of these groups, so I really didn't have connections to get it, and none of my shops really carried it. And online, I always kind of, missed the email or whatever happened. But yeah, it's definitely worth getting. I mean, if you're going to pay about 20 bucks a 10 or so, 25 bucks a 10, just to get it now, you're paying for the convenience of getting it now and now waiting is what it is basically. So yeah, if you're going to do something like that, I would definitely pull the trigger on it. But these ridiculous prices that people are charging, 30, 40, 50 bucks a 10, it's not worth that at all. There ain't really much of a tobacco out there that's worth that, in my opinion. So that's just my take on it, and hope you guys have a good Sunday, and I'm going to sit back here and enjoy the rest of this pipe. And again, this is JC with another, not review this time, this is just another thought. And you guys enjoy your week coming up, and that's about it.